Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to turn Minecraft into a Wild West game. I've been thinking of making this video for a while, and a lot of you have been requesting it, so I decided to do it. I hope you all enjoy. I do think the end result is pretty nice. And anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, the first mod we're going to be using is Biome Bundle. And I actually went ahead and removed most of the biomes from this mod because, you know, obviously we're going to mostly want warmer biomes, and we're definitely not going to want some of the extremely overtop biomes that this mod adds. So I'll have the configuration file in the description for you, so you can go ahead and just copy it and put it into your game, and that way your world should look how it does in the video. Next, for the resource pack, we'll be installing the Clarity resource pack. And at least from what I saw, there aren't really any resource packs out there that are specifically meant to look like a Wild West setting, so I just decided to go with a pack that, in my opinion, at least looked somewhat like what I was going for. The pack is high quality, and the sky is actually probably the best sky I've seen from a resource pack. But yeah, the pack is pretty nice looking, and overall is just close enough to what I'm looking for. Now for a shader, I've installed the Simplicissimus shader. Hopefully I did not butcher that. And this is a pretty basic shader, but it's actually going to give us the appearance we want. And the one trade-off of using this shader is the sky from the resource pack we just installed actually looks a little strange with it. You can see some somewhat clear lines in the sky that make it look like you're inside of a giant cube. If that doesn't bother you, fantastic, but if it does bother you, just go ahead and go into the settings and disable custom skies. Next, we'll be installing Immersive Engineering and Immersive Petroleum. And Immersive Engineering is a technology mod in which you build these huge machines that actually visually do the things that they're supposed to do. And Immersive Petroleum is just an oil add-on for it. And this is a great technology mod for the pack as it fits the setting quite nicely. Plus it's just generally a really good mod and should keep you busy for a while. The mod also adds a revolver, which you can see me using, and obviously you need a revolver in a setting like this. Now, to get some animals in the game, we're going to be installing Animania. And this mod adds a massive variety of friendly creatures to the game, and when it comes to what you can actually do with them, it's far more detailed than vanilla. Each animal type actually has multiple species now, and this just adds some much needed variety to animals. And with this mod installed, you can do things like setting up a ranch. Really, overall, this pack's going to have a lot of variety in it. It's got technology, exploration, or it can be relatively peaceful. Next, we'll be installing another animal mod, but this time it'll actually add some aggressive creatures to the game. In total, this mod adds 4 new mobs to the game, which consist of bears, wild dogs, piranhas, and rats. For this pack in particular, though, we're mostly going to be focusing on the bears and wild dogs. And both of these creatures tend to be pretty aggressive, so you know, it'll make it feel a bit more dangerous when you're exploring the world. I mean, what would the point of this be without at least the slight chance of getting mauled by a bear? For our next mod, we'll be installing the Camping mod. And this mod is going to add things like tents, sleeping bags, and log benches just so you can set up a nice little camp for yourself. When you're out exploring in the wild, it would only make sense that you have some sort of temporary shelter you can set up for yourself. Personally, I think having some sort of camp mod installed just makes it feel a bit more like you're actually on some kind of journey. Also, when you have this mod installed, you'll actually come across other campers in the world. Next up, we'll be installing the Streams mod, and this mod will make it so some of the rivers in your world will actually flow. And as you explore, you'll find that rivers can actually cut through the land, which can result in some pretty cool river tunnels. This mod definitely isn't essential to this pack, but I just really like the effect and think it fits in pretty nicely. Next up, we'll be installing the Tumbleweed mod, and this mod makes it so whenever you're in a desert-like area, which for this video should be most of the world, you'll see tumbleweeds just bouncing along. And tumbleweeds are probably one of the most cliche Wild West things out there. I mean, honestly, if there's a Wild West movie, it probably has at least one tumbleweed in it. So obviously, this mod needs to be included in this pack. Now we're going to be installing a map mod, and for this I've decided to install Antique Atlas. And in my opinion, this mod fits the Wild West theme quite nicely. It's a very stylized map that essentially just shows drawings of what your world looks like, and you can either open it up as a full screen map or hold it in your hand in order to display it on your screen. With this mod, you can also add waypoints onto the map itself. Now for the next two and final two mods, we're going to be installing mods that add some nice ambience to the game. And both of these mods are mods I include in most of my How to Turn Minecraft into Something videos because they just fit nicely in, well, most of them. And the first mod here is Dynamic Surroundings. And with this mod, your world will just, you know, feel a little more alive. Generally, with this mod installed though, I turn down the volume of footsteps to like 15% because otherwise I find them way too loud. And there's also some settings from this mod I've turned off for this particular pack. And these include visible footsteps along with the jump and armor sound effects. And finally, for the last mod we'll be installing is once again the Music Player mod. And this mod allows you to play any video from YouTube right inside of Minecraft. And obviously, this time around you're going to want to add something like desert ambience to your game, or just some nice western music. Personally, I've decided to add a video that has some Red Dead Redemption ambience, because, well, that's going to have some of the best sounds you could possibly have for this situation. Alright, now that we've got all the mods installed, here is some gameplay for you so you can see what all the mods running together looks like. Alright, that's the end of this video, and I do hope you guys enjoyed. And if there's anything out there that you think could actually make this pack even better, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'll absolutely check that out. I'm sure there's some pretty creative ways to make this even more like a Western game. And anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.